Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Fall Break Podcast. I am your host, Mason Fall. Today, we are here joined by two very special guests on the show today. I am talking about the one and only Sam Barnes and Josh Gunn. How are you guys doing today?
Incredible.
I'm doing fairly well.
All right. And just before we start, I want to let you guys know that you should raise your voice up a little bit. It can't
Yes,
pick
sir.
up that much audio, so you
Project.
got to talk a little firm.
I'm good at that.
And we are also here joined again with our co-host, Damien Young. How are you today, Damien?
I'm doing fantastic.
Well, that's good to hear. All right, just want to let you guys know here for our special guest, we are really glad that you guys came today because I was
we what today?
that you guys came. Don't you dare give me that, Sam. Okay. Thank you for arriving today. Thank you guys.
We're very happy to be here.
All right. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad. So, for some statistics, we are at 148 subscribers, and we are almost past 2,000 views on the channel in total. Actually, the one episode we did with Connor and I believe Kellen,
Robinson.
and no, it was Connor and Xavier. Sorry, Kellen, but Connor and Xavier. That video passed 400 views. So, and it's still growing. So, me and Damien are really proud of that. Isn't that right?
Yeah, very much.
All right. So, just wanted to start us off with Sam. So are you in charge of student council right now?
So my title is student body president. So I preside over the whole council. Me and my close associate Victoria Niece, who's my vice president, act as co-presidents and co-leaders of our student council, and we oversee the committees and projects that our student council takes on.
Yeah, and you've been doing this since middle school, right?
Yeah.
And-
I've been at least a member of student council since 7th grade.
Yeah, you are one furious leader. So anything that you say, just sounds completely professional. Even at the beginning of this podcast, when you mentioned that kind of joke right there.
I don't know what you're referring to.
Okay. And moving on to Josh. Josh, you're one of Sam's friends, right?
Yes, I am.
So can you tell us what your role is?
So on student council, I'm just like a regular member. I'm also the secretary of the senior class, so I just take notes over all of our meetings and I help out a little bit.
That's right. You go. And
Good job.
me and Damien have nothing to do with student council.
Yep.
But, it's really glad that we have some student council members on the show, including the student body president himself, Sam Barnes. So,
Well,
High
and
value targets.
and Josh is being very humble. This round of committees, he was selected as the chair of Dance Marathon Big Event.
yeah?
Do you guys know what a dance marathon is?
No, we are not familiar with that.
I've heard of one, but I've never figured out what they were.
So it's a typically 24-hour long event where various activities and dancing are scheduled to raise money and awareness for the Iowa City Children's Hospital.
Okay. Wait, did you say 24 hours?
24 hours. So most professional dance marathons occupy that amount of time. I'm not sure what ours at Bettendorf is going to look like, but this year we're really trying to make Dance Marathon a big event, and so I know that Josh is a hardworking person, and he's going to do everything in his power to make it a great event.
I
Yeah.
try my best.
And it's, that's really crazy. I remember we were doing the student hunger drive on the PV game. I was a part of it because I was a football player. But
Right.
did you guys win, or was it close and you took second?
So yeah, for Fill a Truck, it's an event we do annually with PV where we compete to try and fill 2 trucks with food for the hunger drive.
Mm-hmm.
Initially, at the end of the night, every dollar that we collect counts as 1.5 pounds of food.
Yeah.
And through a miscalculation, it seemed like PV had won. They claimed that they had about 8,000 pounds,
Wow.
which is their collective money in pound total.
Right.
But they had actually I don't know, they'd multiplied it by something other than what they were supposed to,
Uh-huh.
and they came away with about 3,800.
Wow.
Which is very good. But
Right.
we squashed them. We got 7,500 pounds
That's
of food
crazy.
at that game alone. Yeah.
So they completely multiplied it by 2.
Mhm. No, yeah, we dusted them.
That's crazy. So, Bettendorf, we're known for being really competitive, but just knowing that the student hunger drive too, like just completely squashing PV, our rivals, it's just crazy to think about.
At an event like that, yeah, it's major.
Damien, did you know about this student hunger drive thing?
I heard about it and I did donate a little, but I didn't know about how competitive everyone was.
So, yeah, I mean, just I mean, like it doesn't even have to be like really good food. Like it just be like canned vegetables or like canned beans or whatever. You know, that would still help, right?
So just in general, the food bank recommends entrees or proteins as good donations. I mean, every pound counts. They can find a home for every single item of food that they collect.
Right.
But they receive a lot of canned vegetables, a lot of canned sides. What they're really looking for, like, is like sort of main dishes.
Right.
So like think like ground beef or
Okay,
they're lacking fresh produce as well. And if you don't want to donate a head of lettuce,
Right.
that's gonna go bad in a week.
Yeah.
They'll always take monetary donations, and those go way longer than you think.
Right. So, Josh, were you a part of this too?
Yeah, no. Everybody on student council becomes part of the student hunger drive. So, I worked with the school committee. I helped plan the pep assembly, and I did all the advisory competition and the third block competition. I was also the purchaser of tape for Mr. Jacobs. So that was definitely a fun role to have.
It was really nice. Sam, you are actually you and Victoria. Every single pep assembly we gone to, you seem to be leading everyone in this in every single event we do at the pep assembly. So I'm guessing it must be a little hard to plan all of it, right?
So really, a lot of the planning that goes into those pep assemblies is actually designated to a committee on student council.
Yeah.
So Vic and I are handed a script the day of. You know, we look over it in advance just to see what we're going to be saying and what we can do to help things run a little bit smoother.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of that planning is done for us, which we're very thankful for.
Right. And it's really funny because I remember I think the last pep assembly we went to, you guys passed around a box for donations and like a bunch of people just started throwing in random stuff. Mm-hmm. So what was the most interesting thing you found in one of those boxes that you got?
Oh, yeah, Josh, if you want to jump in.
Yeah, I'm going to take over here. So Xavier Potts, he's been on the podcast, right?
Yeah.
He threw in his car keys.
He threw in his car keys.
And I was tempted because I knew what his car looked like. So
yeah.
I could go for a joyride, but
you were close to getting a car to donate to the
yeah. Then I had to give him back. It was definitely an unfortunate turn of events, but
that's
all right.
Yeah, that's all right. Damien, you want to take over a little bit?
I just imagine, like, what if the next time you have a student hunger drive, everyone just puts in their car keys?
Their car keys.
Yeah.
You could have your own little car sale. You know, you could start bidding off cars.
Yeah. Start selling cars for the good of the student hunger drive.
For the good of the student hunger drive, you know. Yeah. You know, 2200s for this Bugatti we got over here. You know, because you know, like Bettendorf is known for having rich students because came from long lines of families and stuff. But like, we're Iowa, we're not like millionaires and stuff. But we're pretty like not really wealthy, but mid, wealthy, normal kind of. So it just, I bet if everyone in our school put in $5, that would be like what, $1,000 worth of.
Yeah, so if we're taking total student population, we're just over 1,500 students.
Yeah.
So if every student contributed $5 to the student hunger drive, we would have about what is that? 6,500.
Yeah.
7,500. That's right. $7,500, which equates to 11,250 pounds of food.
Wow. So we're just gonna move away from the student hunger drive. I think we're just promoting it at this point. But
donate to the hunger drive.
Donate to the hunger drive.
But this is just to relax. We're not trying to make you guys just work up about student hunger drive. We actually have some topics here for you guys that we would like you to we would like to include you guys in.
Of course.
All right. So one of the first so I asked the audience that the people that actually watch it, they have some questions for our guests in advance. So I have one for Josh. This comes from Eli Wallace. He asked here, who is the best coworker?
So my favorite coworkers, I've got a lot of them. I love all of my coworkers.
And where do you work?
I work at Whitey's Ice Cream. I work at the better one. Sam is also a Whitey's employee.
Wow.
A future former Whitey's employee.
That's right. As are you.
Oh yeah.
At some point.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I might be pulling the sky.
Yeah, sticking around.
65 years at Whitey's Ice Cream.
Wow.
No, don't do that. I would say my favorite coworkers have to be Nick Putoff. He goes to BV.
Okay.
He's been in Sam's basement before.
Oh, well, that's nice to know.
Yeah.
I don't want to know what's going on down there.
Oh
but...
no, they were just
Some devil worshipping.
I also love Jaden Fairweather.
Okay.
He's a tall blonde kid. He kind of looks like
Kane Wilkins.
no, no, not at all. He kind of looks like Megamind with blonde hair.
Oh.
He's a nice guy.
Okay.
And he has not been in my basement.
He is not.
Okay.
Yes.
I've been in
Not a
his
devil
basement.
worshiper. All right.
So, but I love all my coworkers. I also love Kieran Willis.
Okay.
He has no correlation to either of our basements or ours
Okay.
to his.
All right.
I have been in a basement with Karen Willis.
Oh.
Oh,
In a basement,
There is
so
correlation.
There's a correlation right there.
And the last one I'd like to give a shout out to is Adriana Cedillo. He
Okay.
was once invited into my basement.
He was
So-
invited.
Yeah. So that's why
All
she
right.
had the last mention. Cause,
How did you get the others in?
well,
It's called a. You use a big stick. just kind of poke him in there.
Yeah.
have you ever like lured a dog using cheese?
Or like, do you remember that? Do you remember that? I think it was State Farm or Progressive. They had that old dude with like the $20 belt at the end of the fishing pole.
Yeah.
You almost had it.
Yeah.
You almost had him.
Yep. All right. So, very nice question right there. And for Sam, this comes from Owen Wubbard. Who, or however you say his name. So he asked, "Who was your favorite sophomore student council member?"
Oh, Mr. Wubbard.
There's one right answer.
That is a tough question. I'm gonna have to give that some thought. Well, let's think about it, Josh.
I thought.
Let's see.
I thought
It,
about it.
it took him like 0.4 seconds to
Well,
think of an
it's
answer.
Certainly not Noah. I don't think it's Addie.
I like Addie.
You-
Yeah, Addie's fine.
Pretty
They
cool.
just like pick a random
There's
one.
you know.
You get a hat, some names.
I know.
Who is it?
Let's say it on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Owen
David Ball.
Hubbard.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
There's
Yeah.
a little mix-up going
Owen
on
Wubbard.
here.
Excuse me.
Oh, okay.
I
Owen
meant
Wubbard.
to
Owen
say
Wubbard.
Owen Wubbard.
All right, Owen Wubbard. How about that?
Well, I associate David Ball because he's my parents' therapist. So, I don't really view him as a student council guy, but I love David Ball, and I'd just like to take a little second as a David Ball appreciation. He is a fellow Whitey's worker, student council member. He is he also loves wearing Hawaiian shirts. I love wearing Hawaiian shirts. And we both have our own collection of IDs, and I'm giving that up to David Ball.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
I love David Ball. He's number 2 for me, but Owen Hubbard cannot go unrecognized.
All right. Owen Hubbard. All right.
Owen Hubbard.
Owen Wubbard. 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 All right. So we're gonna move on to this little unique topic. I'd like to say. So you think of presidents, right?
I have
You,
thought of
you
that.
can think of the very first few presidents, right? Well, what if I told you Mr. $20 bill Andrew Jackson is what I think is the most badass president of the United States? Do you guys want to know why?
What's that?
Okay, so I have a few facts here. Apparently, he served in both the Revolutionary War and the War of 1812. And just to put this in perspective, he was 13 in the Revolutionary War. So
What's he doing there?
so he was a courier, and he would deliver messages back and forth. But then he got caught by
Made curry?
a courier.
He made curry.
No, he's a courier. He didn't make curry.
Well,
He carries
A courier is a mail deliverer. Yeah. He made curry for the army.
I was confused. Too.
Yeah,
yeah. Huh.
a courier.
Courier.
So he delivered messages back and forth.
Got you.
But
Sorry.
apparently he got caught by the British, and he was held captive until the end of the war. And just that alone, like 13. Picture us in middle school going into war.
I was 4'11".
I bet a lot of them were 4'11" back then, especially because a lot of people back then were shorter than what we are now. But and then after that, he was a general in the War of 1812, and he led that army, the U.S. Army, into a pretty successful victory. And what it says here is that he has competed in over 100 duels, killing a person.
I bet you I could take him.
All right, but with a musket or with an actual like 1912. Hands with hands.
Hand-on-hand combat.
Hey, you gotta watch his cane, man.
Yeah, well, he's dead now, so.
Yeah, you've already won, man.
You already won. I don't think it would be a.
Yeah, who do you think killed him?
Yeah, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sure you did.
Dead now.
He's dead now. He's been dead. All right. And actually, in one of these duels, the guy shot a musket ball in his stomach, and he decided to keep it in instead of getting surgically removed, because if he got it surgically removed, he would have died. So he decided to keep it in his body the entire rest of his presidency until he died. And
You know what they used to call him?
what?
Old Hickory. Because when he walked, it sounded like he rattled around.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
that's true.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently there right here, Richard Lawrence attempted assassination on him, and the gun misfired. Jackson turned around, got his cane out, and beat him until he was like unconscious, and then some. So like a 76-year-old person with a cane beat the crap out of someone who tried to assassinate him.
He didn't win against me.
Silly grandpa.
He didn't win against Josh Gunn, everyone. All right, Josh
I
Gunn.
took him out.
Josh Gunn.
You're welcome, America.
But yeah, that's my opinion on who the best president is. Well, he's not the best, but he's one of the more cooler ones. So, do you guys have any president you can think of that is a lot better or somewhat better than Jackson?
I'm a big fan of Teddy Roosevelt.
Oh yeah.
No, you stole my president.
Well, he's a pretty well-known, pretty good
Yeah, we
president.
can share. Yeah, all right.
Any certain reason why?
I just like him.
Well,
Glasses.
Andrew,
His name is Teddy. That's such a
Andrew
cool
Jackson
name.
was an intimidating person, like in person.
Mm-hmm.
Teddy Roosevelt really kind of showed the world who was boss.
Right.
Um,
Right.
You know, was saying, speak softly and carry a big stick.
Right.
Yeah. And so what he did is he brought the entire U.S. naval fleet around the world. You know, not to invade,
Oh dear.
not to shoot anybody down, but just to show them that we were capable of doing.
Right. Like you watch your back.
It's pretty incredible what he was able to accomplish just by doing that.
Mhm.
And when he left office, he nominated his vice president, William Howard Taft, to take his place.
Yeah.
The next term.
He was really big.
He was
Big dude.
350 pounds.
got stuck in his own bathtub.
That's right. That's how he died.
He
Yeah.
did. He died in his own bathtub.
Yep. And so
Wow.
after Taft's first term, he was so unpopular that people were asking Theodore Roosevelt to run again.
Okay.
And so what did Theodore Roosevelt do but form his own political party, the Pullman's Party,
Right.
and run against Taft,
Mm-hmm.
garnering enough votes to spoil the election and hand the office to a Democrat.
Wow.
Isn't that incredible?
That is incredible.
And so if we're talking moxie, if we're talking how badass he was, and directly after his presidency, Roosevelt went to Africa
Yeah.
and went on a safari with a whole bunch of writers and authors and poets at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And they went on a safari and they killed a whole bunch of animals. And they sent a bunch to the Smithsonian. They
Yeah.
contributed to their collections.
Mm-hmm.
But it's incredible. I mean, he was just like he was
He was the man.
he was the man.
He was the man.
He was a cool guy.
I respect that. You know, I might change my answer because, according to one of the I don't know who, but in office, he said that he went on a hunting trip, and that they tied a bear to a tree, and that they told Teddy, "Go ahead and shoot it, man. He's right here for you." And then he said, "Cut it loose," because just knowing that he respects the environment. And like a bunch of presidents nowadays, you know, more oil. Let's get some more oil, and you know, let's make some money. But Teddy, you know, he respected, you know, Mother Nature. So
I think more people need to be like Teddy Roosevelt.
I agree.
yeah, we need more Teddys out there.
I think I could take down Teddy in hand to hand, but not in spirit.
Is there any president you can't take down?
I think I would struggle against Abe Lincoln.
Biden.
I could take Biden.
Yeah, everyone could take Biden. He's 96.
He's
cool.
not 96.
How old is he then? He's older than the Queen. She's dead.
He's
I know
not
a guy
old.
who I know
Yeah,
a
he
guy
is.
who worked for
He's
Joe
not
Biden.
older than- No way.
Yeah.
No way.
He's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah,
He's
like-
78.
No, he's in his 90s,
I
man.
think he might be 80 something.
I might need a fact.
You gotta fact check that.
The infamous,
But,
iconic gun fact check.
But definitely, you know, Teddy Roosevelt, definitely one of the mans. You know, that's why he's on the Mount Rushmore. Me and Damien were just talking about this earlier, and he was on Mount Rushmore, and
Yep.
I bet like one of those reasons were the reasons he's on there. You know,
want SOS only. There will not
Honestly,
be a gun fact check.
For me, I believe the president I enjoy most would probably be just Abe Lincoln because partly he was used in multiple stories, and also he was the president I learned most about when I was in like elementary school and middle and all that.
So you know more about him than other presidents, basically.
Yeah.
And well, like think about this: like he led his army into the Civil War, like American against American, and they could have lost the election, but he decided he pulled through, and they voted for him by a landslide. And that he also just thinking about this during the war, he lost his youngest son. His most youngest son just dies of I think leukemia or leukemia or whatever, and
Leukemia?
yeah, maybe
Yeah, it is
or lymphoma or whatever it is, but he decided instead of just giving up and crying about it, he decided to stick through, and he has a nation to protect. So
He's a good guy.
yeah, he looks if you put a monocle on that man, he looks like the peanut guy.
not wrong.
I think I need a monocle.
No one wears monocles anymore.
Yeah, you would look good with a
I
monocle.
You'd look
would-
great
I
with a
would look
monocle.
good with a monocle.
Get that man a top hat and a
Yeah.
monocle. Just beautiful. Did
Yeah,
you
yeah,
so
that's
too much
that's
of it.
overdoing it. Yeah.
but all right, moving on to our next topic. So we've done activities in class before, like name the certain items you would actually need to survive on an island alone. But they never give us like freedom to pick our own options. So I want to know from each of you guys, including you, Damien, what are the 3 things you cannot live without?
Sam Barnes.
Okay,
Josh
well
Gunn?
that's okay. Okay, so one on each of you.
Yeah.
Anything else?
So
That's it.
I guess are we talking like there's like 3 things that we can't live without, or 3 things that we would bring with us on an abandoned island?
Or like, are
That's
we going
different.
to? Are we
I'd
going
say
to,
like
the
I'd say like
void?
if everything else was gone and it was only land and water, and you only had 3 things left on the entire Earth, what would it be?
Other fruit trees.
What kind
I
of
think
fruit?
maybe a few years later they'll start growing back.
Like,
Are there fish?
Okay.
Yes, the animals are still there,
I
What
would
kind of
bring-
animals are there?
like just wildlife.
What equator is this in?
probably like
The northern equator, I guess.
There would be gophers. And
Gophers.
and peacocks
Because
and silly little monkeys that climb the trees.
silly little
You.
monkeys.
You're just a silly little monkey.
Stop it. But
For all the listeners, I am blushing.
oh my. Stop
He
it,
really is.
Sam.
Uh,
But anything like 2 more things that you can think of that you cannot
the
live without.
entirety of New York City.
Okay. Okay.
No, it's not a
With
game
okay,
mark.
but how about this? With or without the people?
With
So you would want the entire
yes, I
busiest,
want the
one of
entire
the
population of New York.
one of the busiest cities in the world.
Yes.
Just just chilling there. They'd have no idea it happened.
Well,
And
then
a soft serve machine.
Oh,
soft serve.
a McDonald's soft serve machine
No,
that doesn't
no.
break.
No. That's an interesting.
Because Damien here, he works at McDonald's, right, Damien?
Yeah, and I fix the machines from time to time.
How difficult is it?
You
to
are
do
a
that?
hero.
Actually, it's sometimes difficult and sometimes not. It depends upon if it's the like right day. Because when it was like winter, I was stuck freezing while fixing it.
And just so you guys know, listening, what you hear in the background are my dogs, because they just found out that Josh and Sam are here, and they met them for like 3 seconds, and now they're trying to get back in the basement, so they're just
They
whining.
just all want us.
They just want you guys, man. Like you guys are celebrities, so they want to meet the celebrities. But Damien, all right, so soft serve machine, entirety of New York City, and Josh Gunn.
Well,
Those are my 3 items.
All right, Josh. So you have Sam. What else? What else do you want?
honestly, that's all I need. But if I had 2 other options, I'd probably wait. Is the water there like clean to be drank?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Purified water
Purified water in the.
in the river.
So it's probably not in the ocean.
You can drink it out of the river.
Out of the river.
No salt.
No salt at all.
No salt.
Okay, well, that
Pure,
makes sense.
clear water.
8
Um,
cast iron barrels.
I'm not.
of
8 cast
toxic
iron.
waste.
Now that is America. New York City,
Give me-
a soft serve machine, and 6,000-ton barrels of nothing but waste.
Give me some good old flint and steel, right?
Some Minecraft flint and steel
And the hatchet.
and a hatchet.
That's all I need.
Oh.
That's all you need.
Sam Barnes.
And Sam Barnes. So
No clothes.
we got some really no clothes for anyone. Okay, we live in a
We're
society.
going like Adam and Eve on this.
This is nature we're talking about.
More like
Who needs
Adam and
clothes? Wow, that's funny.
Hey, you guys know that dog memes where he's homophobic.
I'm sorry.
It's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
Oh my god.
I know what you are.
Wow.
Have you seen those?
I have not. Now I
seen them.
know.
I've seen it.
Adam and
terrible.
it's not
I
Adam
know.
and Eve.
I know what you're talking about,
It's
Sam.
Adam
terrible.
and Steve. Okay.
They're
Okay.
terrible.
All right. Damien.
They're just terrible.
So you have some time to think about this. So what are the 3 things you could not live without if everything else but nature, water, and the entirety of New York City and whatever those guys said, and Sam and Josh are there too. So what else would you need on what would you need if you can't live
16
without?
cast iron barrels of green oozing fluid.
That
and it
that may or
glows.
may not give you
400
superpowers.
pounds of uranium.
Unrefined.
First thing I would do is I would need everyone that I've known, met, or heard about,
Hitler.
except him.
What?
Why was that your first?
Well, everyone knows Hitler. Let's be honest. He's one of the most craziest known enemies in the world. So, everyone you've ever thought of or known or met, like that's every historical figure you can think of.
Yeah.
Damien,
though-
have you ever encountered Hitler?
Damien, where
On a
do you
wa-
think Kanye West is right
On a
now?
wild goose chase.
Okay. Anyone that is alive currently.
Okay, so everyone you've met and heard about that is alive.
Yes.
Okay,
Have
so
we ever considered overpopulation on this island?
I didn't even factor that into it.
But now only New York City is the only city standing, and now everyone you know or thought of is gonna be cramped up in there.
Well, along with Arizona.
Along with you're
It's
gonna
like a
you're gonna bring the
family
state of
reunion.
Arizona.
Yeah. Well, technically, I know a lot of my family from Arizona, so I would count them as people I know.
Okay, all right. So Arizona is
Yeah.
back.
Though the second thing would be very.
Well, you already said everyone you've ever met or known is back. So and then you have the state of Arizona. What else is there? What else do you want?
Entertainment.
That's just a topic. You have to
Okay,
think of one
You
specific
already
thing.
have the
I got it.
entire state of Arizona. What
So
more could you want?
hypothetical, right?
Okay.
Okay. You're in a Romanian prison. You've been arrested for petty theft. You've been arrested for petty theft, and you snuck a shank into the prison in
What
your
did you
sock.
steal?
All right.
Pettily.
No. So
A bike.
in front of you
Ugh.
are 3 cells. All right.
3 cells.
One has the Tate brothers. One has Kanye West, and one has Harvey Weinstein and Bill Cosby. You have the shank. What would you do?
Give Kanye West the shank.
First off, who are the Tate brothers? I don't think I.
Not the Tate brothers, the Tate brothers.
Oh wait.
You know the guy with the cigars and the glasses and bald?
Oh.
You see him on TikTok and YouTube everywhere.
Honestly, I would look for another way out. I am not. No. I'm going nowhere near them.
Okay. Mason.
Yep. If I had the opportunity,
Yep.
I would befriend the Tate brothers.
Okay.
And so me and them would
Kiss, Mary, kill. Kiss, Mary, kill. Tate brothers, Kanye West, and Harvey Weinstein.
All right. Wait.
All right,
Can I take this over really quick? So I'd marry Kanye.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'd kiss the Tate brothers and I'd kill Harvey Weinstein.
I was gonna do the same thing.
You know what? I agree.
I
with
was gonna
that.
do the
Yep,
same
yep,
thing,
Uh-huh.
and I'm sure Damien has no idea where they are, but he would have done the same thing too. Isn't that right?
Honestly, yes.
Cause like Kanye, it's like I can fix him. I can fix him.
Sam, Weinstein. Would you ever kiss or marry that man?
No. That's why he's the person that I killed.
Right, like he's out of the
But-
equation.
But Kanye, he just needs to go back on meds. He just needs to go back to a therapist.
He needs to run for president again.
No. That's
He
the
needs
last
to
thing
run
he
for
needs-
president.
That's the last thing he needs to do.
He needs to gain 6% of the population.
He needs to get back on the right track.
Yeah, exactly.
He said a lot of very disgusting things, and I think he should be brought to some sort of justice. But he needs mental health treatment. That's what he needs first and foremost.
Okay.
I think he can be fixed.
So I want to shock you guys a little bit. How long do you think it's been?
24 minutes.
Josh,
Since what?
the start.
At least 5 minutes.
We just passed 30 minutes.
Wow.
Wow.
You know, it's crazy because I do this all the time on my shows because time goes by so fast when you're on the show. And, you know, me and Damien, we've been doing this, so it's like, well, we have the timer right here, so we know when enough is enough. But we're going to go a little bit further, and then we're just going to,
For sure.
send you guys on your way.
I got you.
I'm trying
Alright.
to plan out 3 doctor's appointments right now. So.
Right.
He's got to see the urologist, gynecologist, and
The prostate examiner.
No, the gynecologist is next week.
Okay, yep. You get your facts right, Sam. Gynecologist next week, okay?
My bad.
I need to hear about this on the podcast.
You will.
Oh, okay. Wow. All right, so a little short facts we like to do on the channel sometimes. I find one interesting fact that just happened recently. You guys remember Dumb Ways to Die?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
The
Oh
app?
my God.
Yeah. So apparently they just turned 10 years old today, like a few weeks ago.
Wow.
That is crazy.
And like, you know, you can picture back, like it felt like yesterday. You were a kid on your phone, you were just trying to get as far as you could in the game, and then eventually you die 3 times because it was impossible to do.
That is insane.
I know.
I used to play that game into oblivion when I was
Oh my gosh,
fourth
yes.
grade.
And it was like, I'm going to beat the world record this time, and then like you just realize that someone professionally has done it over an hour.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, you know?
Yeah,
Time
I
went-
actually set most of those records.
Yeah, time goes by so fast, man. 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
I know.
Yeah, that is
I didn't
crazy.
even know that.
So like I'm 17 now, so it came out when I was like what, 9? No, 10 years ago.
Seven.
So 7.
7.
7. But like I can picture me playing that like yesterday, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, Damien, have you remember Dumb Ways to Die, right?
Yeah,
Sponsored.
I used to play it all the time when I was. I used to play it all the time when I was really young.
I know, like, you know, you got Temple Run, Angry Birds, Dumb Ways to Die, you know, just all the classic Jetpack Joyride.
Do we have any My Singing Monsters enjoyers in here?
I used to play that, but I never got into
Can you,
it.
can you
I
make the
love it.
sound of your favorite monster?
Here, Sam. I know you.
I can do. I
All
can
right.
wait.
Here, are you gonna take percussion or vocals?
I'll take vocals.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'll do
3,
percussion.
2, 1. Bum, 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 bum. Wow, 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 wow.
Dooby-dooby-doo.
La, 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 la,
Shooby-dooby-doo.
la.
Shooby-dooby-doo.
Bum, la, 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 la.
Shooby-dooby-doo.
Bum. I think that was pretty.
Boom, 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 boom.
That was good.
I know.
Wow. Absolutely
I'm actually
incredible.
professional at that. I play it every single
Incredible.
day.
Yeah.
That's not a joke.
Well, that was amazing.
I know.
No.
I gotta make a short out of this. I gotta post it online.
of My Singing Monster.
Sam
Yeah.
Barnes, Josh Gunn, Mason Fall, Damien
I've been
Young.
looking for a quartet, so
So here we are, baby.
I know, right?
So, but yeah, Dumb Ways to Die. I don't know how he got to Singing Monsters solo, but
Well, no, actually, I was gonna say before we busted out into song, it's also 10 years old,
is it really?
Is it really?
Yeah.
Holy cow!
That's crazy.
right? And I'm still playing it.
That's
I'm
crazy.
just gonna stop.
But yeah,
don't need
as a kid, mobile games were the thing. So you know, your mom had a phone. You just download all the games on there. You just play, and you ask your mom, "Can I borrow the phone?"
Guys, you're not gonna believe this, but Among Us turned 7 years old yesterday.
Yeah.
No way.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Well, actually, I believe that because you know, Among Us has been
Wow.
around for a while, but like it never gained popularity.
Right.
Yeah.
Because if someone believed you, like, oh my gosh, that's crazy, because I remember playing it for the first time, then other people are like, dude, it's like 3 years old.
Right.
Get your facts straight. Then they look it up, 7 years old.
Right. No, it's crazy.
I know. Puffballs Entertainment, right? Because they're the same guys that made Henry Stickman.
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
The same company
No
made those
way.
games.
Yeah, they are the same guys.
Oh, I love the Stickman games. Yeah.
Oh my god, I remember watching Markiplier,
Yes.
play
Uh-huh.
play it all the time, and then It's because like you know the little hats you can get.
Mhm.
Well, there are some partners in Among Us, and the two partners are Henry Stickman and the redhead girl from
Ellie.
Ellie from Henry
I
Stickman.
never
Yeah.
even thought about that.
Yeah,
I just
yep.
thought they were little stick guys.
Puffballs Entertainment. They've like grown ever since Among Us got popular.
Yeah.
Like the plushies and stuff, all the merchandise you can get, and it's crazy to think about. You know,
No,
time
no,
flies. Time flies really fast.
Truly it does.
So, moving on, clarification, like, time goes by so fast. Like, I say that all the time. Time flies when you're having fun. My dogs are quite literally insane and want to meet you, so.
We can have a meetup session after the podcast.
Yeah, they can get your autographs
Actually,
What
soon.
if we have?
I-
a?
Doused myself in bacon grease. I hope that's not an issue.
It's
I hope
true.
Get
I
some-
was there.
Get
It was
some,
really
get some
sensual.
steaks. Get some
Yeah.
steaks tapped onto you.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, all right. So we're gonna move on to this a really famous one that I like to call it. But can you guys give us one fun fact that no one knows or like has rarely known about you? Because like when we think of Sam, we think of really popular student council president. Like really one of the best student council presidents in the entire high school.
The guy that dressed up as Cupid that one year.
This year as well.
That's
He's gonna do it again.
Yep.
Oh no.
But
First third here.
yeah.
With more crop tops this year.
Oh my gosh, Sam, you have the costume here. You're gonna put it on for us.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
If only our audience
You'll be
could
putting
see
it on for me later.
If only our audience could. Whoa. Okay. But Sam, do you have any interesting facts that rarely anyone knows about you?
I guess quite a few people know this, but I don't know if I really talk about it a lot. I love biking.
Yeah.
Can I say it? I want to say the line.
Go for it. Go
What?
for it.
This dude rode his bike across all of Iowa.
So I did an event called RAGBRAI over the summer, which is the Register's annual Great Bike Race across Iowa.
Okay.
And so I rode my bike from what was it, Council Bluff, on the west side of Iowa to Lansing in northeastern Iowa. 482 miles over the course of 7 days.
that wow. So you've had to stop at like hotels and stuff, right?
No, so
You went.
So we camped. So we
you camped.
We camped. Yeah. I didn't do it straight.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we came into camp every night. After biking between 50 and 100 miles.
Okay.
And we'd set up our tent, and then the town that you stop in has like a musical venue for you to go to. They've got a lot of street vendors, stuff like that.
Okay.
But it's really a unique experience, RAGBRAI, like in itself, just because you get to see all these different sized communities all across Iowa. It's really incredible. I'd recommend it for anybody. I mean, if you can ride 20 miles consecutively on a bike, you're capable of doing all of RAGBRAI.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's crazy. Just all the way from south to north, just like that.
Or west to east.
Okay, west to east.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
It's west to east, not east to west.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
There had to be someone that was just like
Someone that just gave up immediately. Just
No.
turned around, started
Yeah.
biking home.
that or like they were eating while biking. They're like,
Yeah.
just like
Guys, hold up, my phone died. I gotta charge it real quick.
Yeah.
How many Cliff Bars did you consume that week?
So I'm actually not a huge fan of Cliff Bars.
Yeah, me either.
I use Quest protein bars.
Ugh!
I do.
Quest?
Yeah, I do Quest.
Okay, now I prefer Cliff over Quest.
Really? So
Yeah.
I did a mix of Quest bars and Lara bars.
Okay.
Okay, I
Which-
can respect the Lara.
Lara bars are really tasty. Yeah.
Okay.
But the Quest was just nice. You roll off your cot in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
turn off your little battery powered fan,
Yeah.
and have a Quest bar, and then take down your tent, pack it up, and then get riding.
That's
You probably got really good at taking down those.
I timed myself one day when I was setting up my tent, and I could get it done in under 10 minutes.
that's not bad. Well, when I go camping, I have one of those tents where you don't need to stick the poles in and get the stakes out. It's just one of those like that you just unfold it, click, boom, just extend it, and then like it's just stick the stakes in and you're done.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So like 3-4 minutes takes.
Yeah.
But dang, like that long of a bike ride?
Yeah.
Like, did you get anything after that?
I got to bike across the state.
You can finally say that without
I
lying.
got like a little patch, but I paid for that.
That's crazy. That's wow.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. Definitely one of the best experiences of my life.
Okay.
And actually, right before I had gone on RAGBRAI, I went to a leadership camp with Josh.
Really?
It was so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's nice.
So,
So,
how Ryder Patzner is doing.
I wonder that. All right, shout out to Mallory Logan,
okay.
Addie Carlson,
Okay.
Ian Udell, ReiterPattdner, Ryder Patzner. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
We need to get some some album covers made so we can make this on an album.
Uh,
Okay.
Oh, I could find
I hope
one.
he's doing well.
Uh-huh.
I saw him. This dude went to see Ian Udell without me.
Wow.
That hurt my feelings.
Yeah, actually, I'm
You know,
gonna-
but I will say I saw Ryder without you, and I saw Aiden Dolan without you.
Right.
So
Aiden
it's
Dolan's
called
gonna be at Rhythm on the Riverbend, and you got to be there too.
Is you really?
You're gonna be
Oh,
there.
I'll be there.
So it's
I
called Ragbri.
Yeah, Ragbri.
So do you think they could sponsor this podcast?
This podcast?
This podcast.
Hey, you'd have to get in contact with the.
All right.
with
He
the-
is
beautiful.
I got.
Here's me and Ian.
Oh my gosh! How are you doing that?
I feel so bad for
That man has to be twice your size.
He's over 6. Well, he might be 6 feet tall.
Wow.
I feel bad for every single person who's listening to this podcast because they didn't get to see the picture of Ian Udell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because now if they're really interested, they're gonna hunt Sam down and they're gonna force him to show it to me, and then I'm gonna post it on my YouTube.
You can
post.
also
Hey,
ask
hey.
me for it.
Devoted listeners of the Fall Break podcast, hunt me down, and ask me for that picture. I will happily show it to you.
Okay, you heard it here.
Yep.
All right, now we're gonna move on to Josh. Can you tell us an interesting fact that no one or rarely anyone knows about you?
So I guess this used to be something that like everybody knew about me, but I think people forget that I have terrible eyesight.
Really?
Like horrendous.
Do you have eyes? Do you have
No.
glasses?
Nah, I got the.
I can't tell that you have eyes or not.
So, right, I wear contacts, and they kind of saved my life because with my glasses, I had like horrible bug eyes, and they like fell off. And in 8th grade, JT Kramer broke my glasses. I remember that. I think JT probably forgot about it. I did not. He also threw a football right at my bahoogaloo's.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, JC was on the podcast.
yeah, he got that on video. I got a lot of fond memories of Joshua Kramer.
Yeah.
He's my second favorite Joshua. Third favorite Joshua.
Our dog, I swear.
Yeah, fourth favorite Joshua.
Fourth favorite Joshua.
Yeah. But yeah,
Hazel.
that's the color of my
Okay.
eyes.
Really? Oh. Hazel.
Oh.
Hazel eyes.
But if anybody here speaks contacts, I wear negative.
It's a language.
I wear negative 8.
From
Most
I've-
people wear like negative 2s.
Dude, you can say that language is from Iceland. Am I right? I hope you're not wearing headphones, audience. 'Cause- okay.
Wow, it truly is insanity.
I'm also best friends with Caden Wilkins.
Oh,
They
Oh,
are
really?
best friends. I can testify to that.
Caden, you have to get on the podcast with Josh now.
I will tell Caden Wilkins to hop on the podcast.
Okay. All
If-
right.
If he's coming on the podcast with me, Ethan Herring is coming too.
Okay.
Okay, but if Ethan Herring is coming, I'm bringing Kenna Block, Zach Van Wyken, and Landon Potts.
No.
No. Okay. All right.
That's not even a podcast. That's just a party.
Don't worry, it can be anything.
It could be anything you ever wanted to be, man. Just
No, Ethan Herring, Caden
Just pay
Wilkins,
me.
and I, we're a package trio.
okay. Well, hey, I mean, I'll get some more chairs. So, matter. Yeah, we only have like this 2-seater couch.
Well, we also have laps.
We do have laps.
I
so.
thought about it, Sam.
Okay. Okay, there. You got it there.
Okay,
Oh,
buddy.
Okay, dear. All right. Well, I think we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. So, well, it's already been 44 minutes. So, it's gonna be one heck of a podcast.
Yeah, you got two talkers on the same.
Yeah. So, a few final things here. I want you guys to tell me. So, you already did, but who do you want to see on the next episode of the Fall Break podcast? Who would be interesting to see, or in a future episode at least?
For the next episode of the Fall Break podcast,
Use name like a celebrity.
Yeah.
I nominate Owen Hubbard and Noah Martinson.
Oh, okay.
Second that.
Yeah.
All right.
I think they'd be great. I think David Ball could also go on.
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Get him on there with them. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
They could be a solid trio.
All right. And before we wrap it up, anything you guys want to shout out real quick? Any shout outs you guys want to give out?
I'd like to shout out 3515 Middle Road. That is the Whitey's address.
Okay.
That's the Better Whitey's location. I work there. So
Okay.
I also want to shout out every single employee there,
Okay.
especially me.
All right. All right. Sam, any shout outs you want to give out real quick?
I love my mom.
Yeah, me too. Everyone should love their mom.
I also love Sam's mom.
Yeah. he's giving Josh the stare right now.
And Sam's grandma.
Shout out to Coral.
Okay.
Because it's not a plant and it's not exactly an animal.
Oh, you're talking. Okay, I thought it was someone's name.
It's breaking barriers across the board.
That's quite true.
I'd
I'd
Quite
like to
true.
give a shout out to Mani Salmani.
Shout out to Monty Salmani.
Shout
I'll
out to
second.
Oh
Monty
my
Salmani.
god.
Yeah.
Wow, Monty
I
Salmani.
hope he's doing well right now. I don't
Hashtag
know.
Monty Pull.
Okay. Damien, any shout outs you want to give out real quick?
No, but I did have a very small idea.
Mhm.
If there's any like animators that were to try to animate us, how well do you think it would be?
How well do you think it would be?
Well, if I were to be animated, I want to be animated as a 12-foot tall gelatinous.
oh my
creature.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
And rather than genuine speech coming out of my mouth, I just want it to look like I'm vibrating as my eyes, like dart from side to side, like aggressively, like scared, like terrified. And when I get anxious, I glow a bright pink. And a UFO comes and picks me up, and it gets me in the tractor beam. Wah 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 wah. And then I start driving away in it, and then it shows me in the galaxy, and I'm sipping a Diet Dr Pepper.
Like, and in the like things where you retell things you've done, like it just shows you the blob. You just like
So yeah, I'd be a 12-foot tall mound of gelatinous goo,
yeah.
and my eyes would dart back and forth, and I would vibrate as I speak.
So wait, if it's animated, how are we gonna tell that you're 12 feet tall? Like, will it be a ruler?
Yeah, good point.
They'll need a yardstick, man.
Yeah, I'm thinking you get an assembly of garden gnomes to stand
Yeah.
on top of each other, and then hold some sort of measuring tape up to certify. And when they see that it's 12 foot, they go Schmebulok, and then, and then they all scamper away on all fours.
I think I'd be really good at that.
Yeah. Could you do your gnome voice for us?
Okay.
Schmebulok.
But there's this guy who I share this I think computer
Share a
graphics
bedroom
if only. But there's this guy I share a computer graphics class with. His name I don't remember his name, but he goes by the name Lunar, and he does insanely good animations. He's working on a Meat Canyon inspired one. Do you guys know who Meat Canyon is?
Yes, I love.
Oh,
Meat
I thought you were
Canyon.
talking
Yeah.
about like the Grand Canyon. and
Yeah,
it was
but like made
out
of meat.
What kind of meat would the Grand Canyon be made out of?
Steak.
Surely.
Surely
Oh.
pork.
You just said steak.
I said pork.
Okay.
It's hard to guess, like when they can
But,
rewind and see what you said
I
5
think
seconds ago.
I think it'd be straight up pork butt all the way through.
Yeah.
But yeah, he is one of the most talented artists that I have ever seen in our school. This is some of the things he's done. Like, look at that. He does. You guys know what Friday Night Funkin' is?
Yeah.
Yes.
And he
sure about
actually
it?
he draws some of their art, and he makes inspired art about Friday Night Funkin'. And he's actually really talented, and he's working on a piece right now, and he's coloring it in. But if I think I had to go find someone to animate us, I would reach out to him. He's like really, really good.
Yeah. No, it
I
looks like he
think
does
so.
excellent work.
Yeah, no, it looks really
for
good.
sure.
Yeah. But definitely shout out to Lunar. I forgot. I don't know your actual name, but shout out to Lunar on YouTube because he does really well. So yeah. I think we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. What inspirational quote I'm gonna give out? If you can dream it, you can do it, and this comes from the wonderful Walt Disney. All right, if you can dream it, you can do it. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for being here today. It's a real treat to have you guys on the show.
If you can do it.
And it's just grateful to have you guys in episode 11 of the podcast.
Yeah,
So
thank you very much.
Thank you for inviting us onto this iconic podcast.
not a problem. So again,
And now,
guys,
your signature sign off.
thank you guys so much for
Fall has broken.
fall has broken. But thank you guys so much for watching our Fall Break podcast. If you did like it, I would like you guys to please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you're notified, hit the like button. We'd love, and we just please do your best. Try to share it out to your friends and family. Thank you guys so much for watching us, and we will see you guys next time on the Fall Break podcast.
Next time.
Bye.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Toodaloo.
Bye. Bye.